Welcome to Divine African Spirituality and Culture. I still remain the digital priest Akajugo, the owner of the page African Spirituality and Culture. Of course, you know that this page is all about promoting African culture, African spirituality, African roots. Before I continue, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment, share, invite your friends. So on today's program, I'll be talking about ancestors. What do you know about ancestors? When you hear the word ancestors, what do you understand by the word ancestors? Ancestors, which we Igbos refer to as Ndi Ichie. Ndi Ichie. I think the Yoruba people call them Babanla. So all tribes have ancestors, and they have what they call them in their dialects. But we Igbos call them Ndi Ichie. So I'm talking about ancestors. Firstly, how do you understand by ancestors? Since the missionary people came into Africa, the white men came into Africa after abolishing slavery, they brought in Christianity in form of the modernized slave, because I call Christianity modernized slave. So they made us abandon our way of worship, turned us against our ancestors, turned us against nature forces. So now, generation of today believes anything ancestors is evil. Anything related to ancestors or ancestral energies are evil. But that's wrong. Ancestors is not the way you understand it. Let me give you a short definition of ancestors. Ancestors, like the word ancestors, Ndi Ichie, saints. They are people that have perfected humanity. You know, this world, this physical realm, everybody is here to learn. This world is like a school. Everybody is here to learn. So when you perfect humanity, you become an ancestors. You know, unlike the Bible fallacy, they say when you die, you go to hellfire or heaven. Now, that's a fat lie. That's just a story cooked up by the white folks. When we die, it's either we reincarnate or we ascend to the next dimension. What did I mean by reincarnate? Reincarnation. Everyone reincarnates back to life due to repair, to atone, and due to unfinished mission. So when your mission is not yet complete, you can have the chance to come back. You are permitted to come back to the world to continue from where you stopped. Or when you have committed a lot of atrocities, you come back to atone, to amend for the atrocity and the evil they've committed. That's the purpose of reincarnation. So a lot of people come back to the world due to unfulfilled mission, to repair, to atone for their sin, to continue where they stopped. So when you have perfected humanity, you have completed your mission. You perfected humanity, like in school. After primary 1, you go to primary 2. After primary 2, you go to primary 3. After primary school, you move to secondary school. After secondary school, you move to an institution. When you fail, you repeat. Then when you are done, you become a graduate. That is how this world is. When you perfect humanity, you complete your mission without sin. You complete your mission. You perfect humanity. You complete the task you are sent to your task by the one you are sent to by nature, and you perfect that task. You complete that mission. You become an ancestor. Some people come to the world 2, 3 to 4 to 7 times. You have about 2 to 7 times opportunity to return to the world. While some people can complete their circle under 2, 3 to 4 coming, depend on. So when you have completed your circle, you've passed the learning here on earth. You've completed your task sent to you by Chukwu Okike, that means the Most High God. Then you move to the other realm. You no longer reincarnate to this lower realm. You move to the other realm. We call them the God's plane, the Ndi Ichie, where the elders are. You become an elder, become an ancestor. You don't longer reincarnate. You start to intercede and your relative behalf, the relative that you left behind. You judge issues because you become an ancestor in God's plan. They call that place Obu Chukwu. So ancestors deliberate on our issues, our case. When you are a good time with your ancestors, you cannot go back. You cannot be a failure in life. So people that are calling ancestors evil, just know that one day your children will call you, your next generation will call you evil because you are the future ancestor. We don't worship ancestors, we honor them. We don't worship them, we honor them because they intercede on our behalf. When you take up a case to kill you spiritually, your ancestors will be the one to deliberate on the issue. That is why it's good to feed your ancestors occasionally. Feeding your ancestors is just like feeding your father, your grandfather that is alive. Because your forefathers, your forefathers, your great-grandfathers are dead. So you all need to offer sacrifices to them. Make sure they are feeding well. Because if they are not feeding well, they won't be happy with you. With the relative they left behind, they won't be happy with you. Because you have failed them. A lot of people have failed their ancestors. They refuse to teach their children about the root of the about their roots, about their spirituality, about ordinana. They teach them the way of a white man, the God, the way of a white man, religion, doctrine. By doing so, you have failed your ancestors, and your ancestors won't be happy. That is why many people are facing setback today. Many people destroy their ancestral temple, and you think you can live in a peaceful life. You cannot destroy your ancestral temple and live a good life. You'll be moving from one problem to another. Setback, bad lucks. That pastor you call to destroy that temple will just use it to make business. Your problem will multiply until you institute back that temple. Did you know the sufferness your ancestor, your forefather went through to institute an ancestral temple, and you went in and destroyed it? No Jesus, no pastor, no Christian God, no religion God can save you when they come for you, when they are wrought before you. So everybody that has destroyed the ancestral temple should go back and institute it. And every man that is married need to have ancestral temple in his compound, where he commune with his ancestors, where he feed with ancestors. Because when you feed your ancestor always, follow the rules of nature, keep your hands upright, it will attract blessing to you. So ancestors are not evil. They are your ascended relative that has ascended to become a saint. They protect you. They intercede on your behalf. They fight for you in the spirit realm. So tell that pastor, tell that religion man to stop confusing you that your ancestors are evil. Your ancestors are saints. Ancestors are good energies. The people that no longer reincarnate. They've perfected humanity. They are more wise than you. They sent you to this earth on purpose, and you left that purpose doing another thing. Going to charms, sleeping with people's wives, killing people, stealing, embracing a white man fake God that does not exist. It's just like your father now. You don't feed your father. You don't come home to feed your father. You don't check on your father and your mother. You don't clothe them. You don't feed them. You don't call them on phone. Just because someone told you they are evil. That's the same way you are doing to your ancestors. You apply the same way to them. Because your ancestors, your ascended relative that in the realm. So if you want your children, if you don't want your children to pass through what you pass through, start teaching them the way of spirituality. Teach them about their ancestors. Teach them, tell them their ancestors are saints. Ancestors don't work alone. They have energies they work with. RC. So when you're not in good terms with your ancestors, you are not in good terms with all the deities in your lineage. Because all Ndi Ichie nwe arụsị. Mmụọ niile du na ngwụlọ Ndi Ichie nwe ya. Ndi Ichie nwe ogwugwu, nwe udo, nwe ngwu, nwe akwari, na mmụọ niile dị iche iche. So when you have failed to recognize your ancestors, many things will befall you. Let me just tell you a little story. There's a relative of mine in my village. He went and called pastor and destroyed the ancestral temple. After years, his wife died. After some time, his wife died. Then problem before him. His daughter got married last year. And the daughter's husband came back from abroad and just decided, without having any issues, decided he's no longer interested in marrying the girl. He left. Chased her away. He has gone to different problems start before. He has gone to different pastors. No solution. That he went to seek for spiritual consultation, and they told him because of his problem is as a result of the ancestral temple he destroyed. Can you see that church, that pastor could not save him at this moment? Religion could not save him at this moment. He had to look for money to institute back that temple. As I'm talking to you now, he's still running around for money. This is happening in a lot of family in Igbo land today. Many people have been deceived by these so-called men of dogs, called themselves pastors, to destroy their ancestral temple, their holy temple. Did you know that the white men brought in religion to enslave humanity? They didn't bring in religion to liberate you. They bring religion so they can control your mindset while they steal away your natural resources. But I'm happy that a lot of youths are waking up today. A lot of youths are embracing ordinana. Ordinana abụrụ igwe ọgwụ. Agwụ ordinana dị nsọ, ordinana bụ usoro Chukwu. Ordinana bụ ife. Ịbanye ordinana, ị ga-ama na ordinana bụ ife. Ụka bịara abịa na ụka ya ana. Ordinana du na mbụ ordinana. Spirituality has been existing. That is what God gave us, spirituality. Religion was created by man. So I appeal on everybody to go back and make peace, venerate their ancestors, so good things can come your way. I'll stop here for now and continue later because the video is getting long. You know, data is more expensive now. You can still remain the digital priest Akajugo. If you have any question about ancestors, comment below in the comment section. Or you message me on my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is on the screen. Still remain digital priest Akajugo 1 of Amopala. Thanks for watching. See you next time.